All right, the Tigers, who are actually the leaders of the Paris contingents of the team Nigeria out there in France, has actually been cut off. Should we say the flag is still flying high, or it is dangling? But talking about flying high and being dangling, now we have the likes of A.C. Brumi and others who are still making the flag stand still. But Ophili, who started from the wrong side, smiled to the bank, and now she's crying again. We were looking at how the Nigerian contingents continue to fare in the FIFA, the Olympics Games ongoing in Paris, France, and also how other Africans in the footballing side are faring, as Morocco will be aiming for a bronze medal in the men's football. Then we'll look at the resumption of the English Premier League. 8 days to go. Teams are already gearing up as they round up preparations of all their pre-season tour games. Manchester City, Arsenal, Manchester United, Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur, among others, are already gearing up. But as for Chelsea, they have signed a total of 41 players, including one on the shores coming in the next couple of hours, or should I say in the next couple of minutes, as he is expected to make his medicals in the United States of America later today. These and more right here on your number one dial, Politics and Business and P&B Sport. My name is Ridwan Musaga, RMG. I'll be your host and guide this beautiful morning of Thursday. We'll be right back after this quick break for more as we travel straight to France. Alright, welcome back. Now don't forget that you can stream us live and direct from the Facebook platform and also our YouTube platform at Politics and Business TV/English. Now I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you to all our streamers. Last week, or should I say 13 days ago, we had actually gotten to 3,000 views of 3,000 streams, which is one of the biggest streams so far of this program. Thank you very much all our streamers, and continue to stream with us as we give you the best in sports. Now let's go straight to the Nigerians senior women's basketball side, our team, the Tigers, as they have crashed out of the basketball team, the basketball Olympic Games after losing 88 to 74 to the United States of America in the quarterfinal games of the women's basketball event last night, Wednesday. Now, reports coming in is that while it was business as usual for the United States of America, who are the world number one in the female side, said they continue to bear down on yet another successful title defense. Nigeria bow out of the competition as basketball heroes after exceeding expectations by bookmakers who said they were going to be taking them out. It's less than the 16 minutes where a feat none other African country has ever achieved. The Nigerian contingent were hoping to book a place in the semi-finals of the competition if they had beat the Americans. Meanwhile, the expense of the Americans showed it clearly that they are unafraid of the Americans, but took it to an unprecedented 8 consecutive gold medal. Rena Wakama's side, who she's just turning 32, started a bright note. The Americans won the opening tip with Aja Wilson, getting the Americans on the board with an early layup. Now the Tigers knew it would take an Antonian effort to topple the U.S. team that boasts 8 players who are 1 point in world number 1 overall, picked in the WNBA draft. But they were not ready to back down. Congratulations to the Nigerian team as they leveled up things when it was time to matter most. But at the 15th minute to go, they bowed out. Now let's go straight to world record holder Miss Toby Amusan, who has won her heat of around 12.49 seconds on the clock in the women's 100 meters hurdles to reach the next round of the FIFA or the Olympic Games. United States Alation Johnson finished second with a time around 12.61 seconds, while Jamaicans Janet Brown came third with a time of 12.84 seconds. Now the Nigerian track and field sensation Master Defease has now qualified for the semi-finals for women's 100 hurdles, meter hurdles at the Paris 2024 Olympics. Still maintaining Amusen, the Nigerian star Toby Amusen has once again reiterated her readiness to clinch the gold medal in the ongoing Paris Olympic Games. Amusen, who is also currently the world champion in the women's 100-meter hurdles, put up a decent performance to book her place in the semi-finals of the event last night. Now appearing in the third Olympic, Amusen said that she is prepared and ready to win. According to her and I coach, she says, "I have worked for this all my life, and I think I am ready. The first time I came as an Olympian, I was like 18 to 19 years old. The second time, I think I was a little bit experienced, and I didn't get on the podium. This time, I think it is my season to shine," she says. Amusen remains the Nigerian's biggest medal foe in the Paris after the Tigress. All right, leaving Amusen now, missing an opportunity to pick a medal in the women's 200 meters final. Nigerians Favor Ofili has switched allegiance to our attention to the relay plots, where, despite showing a huge promise on her road to the final, Ofili finished in a distant 6th position in the women's 200 meters race. Now, the American-based athlete was not happy about the outcome of the race from the beginning, but switched her attention up to the upcoming relay games and hoping she will be the one-man standing when it comes to a race. Now, the Nigerian weightlifter Refkatu Lawala has promised to give her best to defend her fatherland when she goes for the medal hunt in women's 59 kg at the Paris Olympics. Now, Nigerian weightlifters at the ongoing Paris 2024 Olympics will begin the chase later today for the medals. And when Lawal files out in the women's 59 kg category weight class at the South Paris Arena inside the Paris Expo Complex, Rafiatu got the nod to represent Nigeria in Paris after she qualified. Having garnered the needed points to various championships she attended, and she has marked her Olympic debut, she carries the aspiration and hopes of about 250 million Nigerians who expect her to give a good account of herself in Paris. Lawal, a 27-year-old lifter, was twice African champion at the African Games in the year 2019 and the year 2023 in Morocco and Ghana, respectively. Now she's also a Commonwealth Games champion in Birmingham City in England in the year 2022. According to her, she is in high spirit and charged to ensure Nigeria ranks among the best in the women's 59 kg at the end of Thursday, which is later today, when the results are out. The weightlifter will be up against reigning Olympic champions in the weight class, 30-year-old Chinese Tapai Shonxin. And also, Tapai has actually won a bronze medal at the 2016 Rio Olympic Games. Shenfang Luo of China also, who is just 23 years old, is currently the world record holder in the weightlifting class with a lift around the 240 kg category. Is another strong competitor against the Nigerian who is making her Olympic debut and has come with a much promising side. Now, while another 2021 Olympic Games gold medalist in the women's 64 kg category, Sharon Maude of Canada, is another lifter to be looking out for. Others include others who will be competing against Lawal Rafiatu includes Ana Arlen of Philippines, Ayolin Venegas of Venezuela, Lucrecia Magistris of Italy, and also Yeni Alvarez of Colombia, Martelina Salsa of Marshall Island, and Kamila Konotop of Ukraine, while Dora Shakot of France and Mexicans Valdivia Gomez. Congratulations to her. We just hope that she continues to make us prouder in that category. Now let's still maintain the shores of Team Nigeria in France as they await their first medal at the 2024 Olympics in Paris. Nigerian-born Annette Ineka Echukwuwoke, who was rejected by Nigeria, won the medal for United States in women's hammer throw. Now the feats came on the night. Both favor Ophelia and Blessing Oborodudu lost in the final of the women's 200 meters and women's freestyle wrestling. The source gathered data making of the champions on her X handle, Echukwuwoke, on her first ever outing at the Olympics through a season's best of around 75.48 meters to win the silver for United States of America. Recall that Annette visited Nigeria for the first time in 2021 after opting to represent Team Nigeria at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. She competed at the Nigerian Olympic trials and holds both the Nigerian and African records in the hammer throw with a mark of around 75.49 meters. After being disqualified from competing at Tokyo 2020 Olympics, Annette opted to switch back to her allegiance to where she was given birth to, United States of America. Now they say, another man's poison is another man's food. Let's still maintain Team Nigeria as the bronze medal match as the bronze medal match will be an intense affair as North African rivals Egypt and Morocco square up at the Stadio de la Beaujour in Nantes on Thursday legislated today. Both teams are bidding to win their first medal at the Olympic Games, with the Atlas Lions having already made history at Paris 2024 after reaching the knockout stages for the first time. Tariq Satio's side topped Group B with a record of around 2 wins and 1 defeat, and they trashed the United States 4-0 in the quarterfinals before Spain ended their gold medal hopes in the last 4. Now Sofiane Rahimi opened the scoring for the penalty spot in the 7th minute, and La Roja with 2 second-half goals from Family Lopez and Jean-Lo in the 65th and also 86th minute secure a 2-1 win for the Pharaohs, who went unbeaten in the group stage, and they required penalties to get past Paraguay in the last 8, winning 5-4 in the shootout following a 1-1 draw after extra time. Now, both their run also came to a halt in the France battle back from behind after the Emad 3-1 victors after extra time. Rahimi could still finish as top scorer in the men's tournament after taking his study to 6 goals against Spain. He is 2 goals ahead of France Philippe Mateta of Crystal Palace, and Spain's Lopez, who are already out. All right, let's say that pans out on Friday. On Sunday, the finals is going to be coming your way. Now, following an approval of Moshood Abiola Stadium by African football governing body, El Kanemi Warriors could host Benin Yose, a club of Daje FC, in their CAF Confederation Cup clash at the Remo Stars Stadium, Ikene. The first leg of the preliminary round encounter was initially scheduled to hold at the MKO Abiola Stadium in Abuja. According to reports coming in from CAF, is that CAF has, however, failed to approve the stadium following the bumpy nature of the pitch. The encounter is slated for next weekend, while the reverse fixture would hold in Cotonou on August 25th, 2024. The winners will face RS Berkane of Morocco in the second preliminary round. Now, still talking local sport, this time around, the Rangers International could play at their home and away games in the preliminary first and second leg games at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium in Uyo, in a feat where they say Comoros club US Zilima Joe could adopt the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, Uyo, as their home ground for the CAF Champions League. Now, according to report, US Zilima Joe original home ground Stadio di Moroni failed to meet CAF's requirement to host international matches, and they actually asked for the Uyo Stadium to be used for their home game. US Major will lock horns with Nigerian Premier Football League side champions Rangers International in Enugu in the preliminary round. Now, the first leg is scheduled for Saturday, 18th of August, while the return leg is to take place on Saturday, the 23rd of August, 2024. Now, the overall winner of the two-legged encounter will face the winners between St. Louis and Sagrada Esperanza in the next round. Rangers, the 2023-2024 Nigerian Professional Football League champions, are currently preparing for the return of the new season in Enugu State. Champions facing champions in CAF. Alright, now we still maintain local league this time around as the management of the Nigerian National League side, Osun United, have been dissolved. The management was put in place last season by the state government to ensure the team's stability and promotion to the LI division. However, the management led Aiken Maxwell failed to deliver the much-needed promotion to the next round. The team finished third position with 30 points from 20 matches and also failed to make the playoffs. Now, the dissolution of the management was announced on Wednesday, which was yesterday afternoon in Osun State, but the main reasons for their dissolution remain unknown. Government interference, I guess. Well, Lobby Stars and Makoi will battle newly promoted Nigerian Professional Football League side Nasarawa United in a Grade A pre-season friendly scheduled for later this week. According to reports coming in, is that the club, the Grade A North Central Derby, is part of a preparation ahead of the resumption of the 2024-2025 MPFL season. Now, the encounter will take place later today at 3 p.m. at Divine Mercy Minor Seminar opposite Towering Third School, Konshu, Makodi in Benue State. The return leg has been slated for Friday, 9th August 2024 at 3 p.m. at Lafia City Stadium in Nasarawa State. Let's see how that goes out. I guess this should be our own Nigerians El Clasico. Alright, we'll take a quick break with that story and come back after this break. Don't forget that you can reach us live on Facebook and also on YouTube at Politics and Business TV/English. We'll be right back, and then we travel to Europe to see what's happening in the transfer scene and in the English Premier League as it's scheduled to resume this weekend. We'll be right back. Alright, glad to know you're still with Politics and Business TV, and this is P&B Sport. My name is Ruben Musago RMD. We'll be looking at the European scene at this time around. But before we go into football, we'll start up with tennis, where Rafael Nadal has pulled out of the Monza US Open, saying that he would not be able to give his 100% at the time. Nadal, who lost to Novak Djokovic in the Paris Olympic single and reached the doubles quarterfinals alongside partner Carlos Alcaraz, has only played at the US Open once since 2019. The 38-year-old Spaniard did not confirm any specific injury or health concerns, but said he has decided not to compete in New York. In a post in an X handle, he says that the US Open, which is scheduled to start on the 19th of August, was a place where he have an amazing memory. He says he will continue to miss those electrifying moments and also special night session in the NYC at Hershey. He added that Nadal added that he has also won 22 Grand Slams, including 4 US Open titles. He says that he was still planning to play in September's Laver Cup in Berlin, having previously suggested that he expects to retire later this year before the French Open. Nadal says that he was not 100% fit for it. It would have been the last time he would play at the Roland Garros, but he withdrew from the Australian Open in the month of January because of injury and did not play in the Wimbledon in order to focus for the Olympics. But in the Olympics, he was shown the door out by Novak Djokovic. All right, talking about Nova Djokovic, this time around we travel to Spain, where Captain Alvaro Morata and a teammate Rodri have been banned for games by UEFA after chanted Gilberto is Spanish during their side's Euro 2024 victory celebration. The Gilbertian Football Association made an official complaint about the celebrations to European football's governing body before the pair were being charged. UEFA has now suspended Morata and Rodri for failing to comply with the general principles and conduct for violating the basic rules of decent conduct for using sporting events for manifestations or non-sporting nature and bringing football or the sport of football and UEFA in particular into disrepute. Now they are banned from Spain's next game, which is going to be against Serbia on September 3rd, on September 5th, I beg your pardon, 2024. Gibraltar is an enclave of Spain's southern tip that has been under British rule since the 18th century, and Spain has a long call for his return. The chanting took place in front of tens of thousands of Spanish fans in a Cibeles Square at Madrid, the capital of Spain, on July 15th, as players celebrated their 2-1 Euro 2024 final victory against the English side. Manchester City midfielder Rodri, who is 28 years old, could be seen chanting Gilberto is Spanish on the stage, and AC Milan striker Morata Alvaro, who is 31 years old, later encouraged the crowd to join with the same chant. Now the AFA, who complained about the behavior, saying it has noted the extreme provocation and insult nature of the celebration around the Spanish men's national team winning Euro 2024. Football has no place for such behaviors, and it is bad. Truly, it is bad. Racism of all kinds should be abolished in our football or sport in general. Now let's come back to talking about cash. Yeah, money spilling moment for English teams as West Ham United are interested in England right back Kieran Trippier, with it a 3-year-old's future at Newcastle yet to be decided as the man is still on leave. Now Manchester United might temper Burnley and Norway midfielder Sander Borge, who is 26 years old, to Old Trafford by offering him a whopping sum of £100,000 a week contract. And former Tottenham Hotspurs and Chelsea boss Mauricio Pochettino is emerging as a leading candidate to become the next England manager, and the 52-year-old Argentine is open to succeeding Gareth Southgate anytime soon. Now, Crystal Palace want to resign winger Wilfred Zaha for a third time after Galatasaray told the 31-year-old Ivory Coast forward that he is free to speak to other clubs. Now, Chelsea have also agreed a £5 million deal with Atletico Madrid to sign a Spanish-Nigerian born forward Samu Omorodion, and the 20-year-old is set to have his medical later today. And the Spanish midfielder, talking about Martin Zubimendi, is expected to Real Sociedad to accept a move to Liverpool later today, although the clubs are still needed to agree a deal for the 25-year-old worth around 15 to 27 million pounds, including add-ons of 6 million pounds. Now, Albanian striker Armando Broja will hold talks with manager Enzo Maresca to figure out his future at Chelsea. Everton and Wolverhampton are among those interested in 22-year-old who is also having hopes to joining other clubs in Europe. West Ham United are interested in Chelsea's English defender Traoré Chalobah, who is 26 years old, and 35-year-old German centre-back Matt Hummels, who is a free agent after leaving Borussia Dortmund last season. Now, Crystal Palace are expected also eyeing Chelsea defender Chalobah and looking forward to French Wolfsburg defender Maxime Lacroix, who is a 24-year-old lad from the centre-back option. Now, Chelsea are also having contacted by Rangers over the potential loan move for 19-year-old academy midfielder Leo Castellini. Albadena are also interested in Englishman Liverpool. In the Englishman, I beg your pardon, while Liverpool are still interested in German and Austrian forward Maximilian Baer, who is 21 years old and wants to join Borussia Dortmund at all costs, and he is in talks with the Bundesliga side. Meanwhile, Southampton have received an offer from Hoffenheim for their 22-year-old defender Amir Bella Kochap, and the Saints have already rejected an £8.6 million offer from Stuttgart Aston Villa defender Lucas Digne has rejected a proposal to join Galatasaray. The 31-year-old Frenchman is expected to remain at Aston Villa for another season. Now, Brentford are closer to signing 24-year-old Swedish midfielder Jenska Juste on loan from Napoli. Fiorentina have been in contact over potential deal with former Spain and Manchester United goalkeeper David De Gea, who is 3 years old, and hoping to sign a 5-year deal with the club. Now, Valencia appear to have withdrawn from negotiations over 21-year-old Spanish midfielder Javi Gures proposed the move to Atletico de Madrid. Meanwhile, Leicester City have made an inquiry with Ajax over the availability of 26-year-old Netherlands forward Steven Bergwijn after Kelechi Iheanacho, Nigerian-born, left for Sevilla just a few days ago. Arsenal defender Kieran Tierney was left off the Ghana squad list in the programs for their game against Bayer Leverkusen amid rumors for 27-year-old Scottish left back is set to leave Real Sociedad. Enzo Fernandez, Chelsea's midfielder, is said to be appointed as one of Chelsea's vice-captain despite upsetting some of his teammates by singing a derogatory song about black players. We continue to talk about racism, and we hope it has been abolished in the future. Well, this is the size of the packet this beautiful Thursday morning. Do join us tomorrow, Friday, for another exciting moment, where we'll be looking at the wrap-up of the Community Shield. Manchester City versus Manchester United. Which of the city is for Manchester? Is it blue or red? We'll be right back tomorrow. I am Ridwan Musago, and I'm saying enjoy the week ahead of you. Bye for now.